Hello, it's Andrew once again. As always, here with Grant and John. How's it going, everyone?
Hey, I'm doing good.
Yeah, sorry about no episode last week.
Kept y'all waiting. Wanting more.
Kept y'all waiting. Yeah, well, we're excited to get another one. Okay, so first thing we wanted to discuss, I guess, is there anything anyone needs to get into, or do we just, all right? Is, as you know, the Inglorious company, Mojang, has graced us with yet another video game, right on the time of the new update, which is Minecraft Legends. So, yeah.
That looks hype. And what I've seen, I'm pretty sure we've all seen, the three of us at least, I'm not speaking for anybody else, but the three of us have seen Grian's video, and I know a lot of other content creators did stuff too.
It was really
Martin
interesting.
and Jimmy were there, but that was, it just looked really cool. What really stood out to me, besides the amazing graphics and the really neat like cutscenes and whatever, what stood out to me was, obviously, as an online, as a very heavy online gamer, I really liked that sort of TDS game they played at the end of the video. If there's a way I can quickly access like the tower defense mode or whatever, I will be spending hours on that.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. I don't know. I don't like the graphics personally. I'm not gonna lie.
I thought it looked really good. It felt very polished, but I'm kind of like a graphics noob.
It looks really good for what it's going for.
Like, I'm not really like one that's like, oh, they could have done this better, but like, I don't like the way
it
that's totally
looks
fine.
compared
I'm just
to
a graphic.
normal.
I'm just a graphics noob, so I just like, oh, polished graphics means good game. I'm just kidding,
Right.
but just like, oh, nice shaders, VFX, it must be good graphics. That's me.
Yeah, I think it looks interesting. I think what it's gonna end up being is the same thing with Minecraft Dungeons, where everyone's gonna get it, and then all the Minecrafters, all the miners and crafters, they're all gonna get it, and then whenever they're gonna play it for like half a year, and then it's just gonna be dead. You know? That's my theory,
Yeah,
but-
that is the
That's
fate
the
that
fear.
Dungeons had.
That's the fear. I never even got Dungeons or any of the story mode games for that matter.
Right.
So
Same.
I
got
I am hyped for
Dungeons.
this, so yeah. Like I didn't really I wasn't really too excited for like any of the others, but I guess after like all the hype I've been seeing about it and all that, like I was like, I think I'll give this one a shot. I don't know how much money it's gonna be. If it's gonna be something crazy like $70 or whatever, then probably I'm not gonna buy that until there's some kind of sale.
Yeah.
But if it's affordable, like I'm totally buying that like release day.
Same.
I'm fairly hyped for this. There's a fair amount of hype. I'm not totally sold on everything, kind of like what Andrew was saying. I do think we didn't really get a full view of just what the game could do, obviously, from the media releases that have been going on, because obviously they don't want to spoil their own game.
Right.
But I'm not totally sold on the whole story part of it. It does seem interesting, and I might spend like 20 minutes on there before I get bored and just go to the online section, the tower defense part. But yeah, so long as other people will play the online part, then I probably will. I'll be grinding that, and then maybe doing a little bit of the story mode, just to see. I just want to see how accessible everything is first before I just totally come on here and be like, oh yeah, this game is the best thing since sliced bread. I'm just not totally sold.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's definitely fair. I don't know if I'm too. I mean, I think it'll be what it is. I just don't think Minecraft is very adept. I mean, they kind of fell off after Minecraft Story Mode, Minecraft Story Mode was great, but that hasn't really gone down too well. I just think Minecraft, it's cool, but I don't think they're ever going to do anything revolutionary again. I think they're just going to make good games. They're going to make good games. I just don't think it's ever going to be anything.
Yeah. And obviously
Life-changing.
nothing will ever nothing will ever touch the original game that everybody plays, and
Yeah, of course not. But
that's just kind of gonna subtract from the overall like just success of this game, because when you think about it, technically they're dividing their fan base, because right now everybody's playing Minecraft, but then when Legends come out, some of the Minecraft players are going to play Legends and some are just going to play regular Minecraft.
Right.
Well, that's obviously not like super consequential. Technically they are dividing their fan base, and as if the Minecraft community wasn't divided enough. And I think that division may not be the most prosperous thing for that game. We'll say that, or the most fruitful, successful, whatever you want to say.
It would be really
Maybe
interesting
prosperous
if an
but you know what I mean.
esports comes out of Minecraft Legends, you know?
So that again?
right. Yeah, sorry.
If like a
Pardon?
sport comes out of Minecraft Legends, sort of like how we have one for Overwatch.
Oh,
like
yeah.
an esport, yeah.
If they play into that online, but if they just make that like some little crappy add-on that you have to play like hours of the game until you can unlock that, that's not going to be very successful.
But
if they can,
I think they can.
Right, if they can play into
probably.
this, then I totally could see that happening.
I think they might be trying to tap into the Chinese market here, which is a very lucrative market for game companies. But Pokemon did this too. They're sort of in the style of League of Legends. That style of game usually kills in the Chinese market. And I think that might be what they're going for, like the very expansive, broad, like strategy. I don't know, real time. It seems neat. I don't like the way it looks though. I think it's a very weird perversion of the original Minecraft style, but yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's just a little different, like with the creatures and whatever. I'm not gonna spoil too much, but like as you see in like the first opening 5 minutes, I'm not spoiling anything, but like you see in the first opening like 5 minutes and whatever, like that's definitely a change. I'll say that. But I don't know, maybe I'm just more receptive to change than most, but I suspect I'm just don't really know what to look for in a quote unquote good game. I just play ones that I like.
Yeah, I don't care too much about it. I mean, it's probably just going to be another forgettable
You might be right.
game.
Hope not.
Yeah, I hope you enjoy.
Right.
I hope it's good. You know, I'm not praying on the game's downfall.
Same. I really hope I don't come across anyone with the like Japanese or Chinese characteristics on the enemy team, you know?
Oh, the kanji, yeah.
Yeah.
You're done.
Oh yeah. He says something in that language and then he grabs a sword and you know it's over. You know you cooked.
I do think the game looks decently modded, but I don't think it's an issue because it's kind of its own visual style. Part of that does remind me of some of the old Minecraft mods, where they were sort of sloppy back in the olden days, especially with just the textures on those 3 guys you see. I don't know why, that just reminds me of old Minecraft mods.
Huh. Yeah. I mean, the big one kind of looks like a grown-up guardian when you think about it. They're basically a guardian with a body.
Yeah.
That's what I thought of. But I don't really think that's gonna be a deal breaker for me or the casual fans, but maybe for some of the hardcore guys that might be an issue.
Right. I more just thought it was nostalgic just because of the TDM era Minecraft mods.
Yeah, if anything, maybe it'll add on some extra pull there.
Right. Speaking of mods, John, I think that you have something to tell us about those.
Yes, let me get to it. So, this mod has quite a bit of backstory for the modding community. And it is the category of the enough items. So it started as 2 little items. Then once that was rolled out from the beta, it was too many items, and then that ended shortly thereafter during 1.18, and just enough items have popped in. And you guys have probably seen this all the time in YouTuber videos. It's the It's the grid with all the blocks and items that you can click on it and see the crafting recipe for it.
Wait, don't they just have that in regular?
What do you mean?
I'm confused.
No, they don't have like that thing to where you can click on the item on the side and check.
Oh,
What the crafting
that.
recipe
Yeah,
is.
okay. Yeah, I got you. Okay, yeah, I was thinking of something different. Yeah, that sounds pretty cool. Is there any more you want to explain about that?
Huh?
Is there any more you want
I
to
have
explain
a question
about
about that, actually. How does it, like, what do you need the recipe for? When in regular Minecraft, you can usually just craft that if you have the materials. Oh, wait, to tell you what materials you need. Never mind.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nowadays
I was
it's
kind
used
of like
a lot in
confused. I was like, why do
mods.
you? Yeah, I was like, why do you need the recipe? Oh, okay. That actually is very useful. That's very useful.
Yeah, and it can tell you where to get ores too. So if you're like, I don't know where iron ore
Wait, isn't that
is,
X-raying?
you can just look it up and it'll tell you the Y level that it spawns at.
Oh, okay.
Whoa, so it's like an encyclopedia for Minecraft. That's sick.
Yeah.
Yeah,
really
that's
cool.
pretty cool, dude.
And then for creative, you can just grab any item from it and save your inventory slots.
Oh, tight. That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay, also, are you done, John? Are we good?
Yeah, that's all I have for the mod.
All right, cool. Sounds fun. Make sure y'all check that out if y'all are filthy modders. But we have recently played a Minecraft adjacent game. Recently, it's in the same genre, but it's not too similar to Minecraft. And the difference in this and most of our game mentions we'll bring up, this is another indie game, is that we actually played this. Usually these are games I've played on my channel. These are games we played together on this channel, which is the very first of our new series that we released, which is the Late Night Ramblings of Madmen Game Night. It's not a regular series. It's going to come out whenever we make a video.
We'll probably
but-
save them for weekends that we can't do podcast episodes, to be fair.
Yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, how did y'all feel about Muck when y'all played it?
I have
It was pretty
no
fun.
idea.
Oh, yes. Okay.
You'll have to watch the
Um,
video to find out. People who watch the video will understand.
Yeah,
Especially with
only people who watch
the
video will get it.
parrots.
Yes.
Yeah, parrots.
Dude, I still don't know what happened to that first one. I'll never know. It's so sad. I don't want to talk about it.
This you'll find out what we're talking about when you actually watch the video, but it was pretty fun. We didn't make much progress at all. It's very similar to Don't Starve and Don't Starve Together when it comes to like the fact that once you die the world's over, so you're just trying to survive as long as possible. It's that style of survival game. It's very fun. But yeah,
Definitely
I
not
think
for
definitely
everyone, you know.
No. But this is probably not our last time playing Muck. TLNROM Game Night will be a varied series. We'll play different games, different nights, whatever. But we'll probably play Muck a few times because I think it works very well for the genre. And I got to flex my editing skills on that episode, which I have not edited much in the past, but I spent hours editing that all together because we had like an hour or so of footage, and I edited it down to the 20-minute video that you have now seen.
Plus my
so, yeah.
plus whatever the heck I was doing in Minecraft.
Yeah.
I just kind of gave up at the end. You'll see.
It was-
Just watch the video after the podcast.
Watch the video.
You'll
It's
know.
very good. We're very proud of it.
Yeah. Hopefully we should we should be able to do Terraria sometime soon. Which will
Yeah?
take us
Yes.
a while to
Terraria would be very
complete.
fun.
I already have like just about 300 hours in the game.
Wow. I haven't played Terraria since like 2015. Yeah, I can remember. Yeah, it was a fun game. I don't really remember why I like stopped playing it. I guess other games just kind of like drew my attention. But yeah, be looking forward to that. That'll definitely be pretty cool.
Okay. Well, I think the next thing we were going to talk about is more of a question that I will open up to y'all is will AI ever be as creative as humans? I think this is a very big topic, but
Very.
yeah, who wants to start?
It's tough to say, and that's the lame
It
answer.
really is.
That's really the lame. I mean, like you don't want to say it's tough to say, but like when you go on to like that Bing AI or Chat GPT or whatever, the stuff they have there is frankly pretty crazy. Like I just asked the new Bing or whatever they're calling it. I just kind of like asked it like to write a rap about NASCAR, and it was surprisingly pretty good. I had to edit it a bit to where it would actually like fit a meter. But like, man, this is a tough question to drop. But I think eventually it might just get so advanced that it could just surpass humanity. I mean, we're seeing AI taking the jobs, the uncreative jobs, such as cashier or whatever. As for the creative, there's still an element missing. I don't think we're quite to the point of bad science fiction movie yet.
Yeah.
But because like the songs are pretty bad, the AI art looks. You can always just tell that something is AI art, which this probably isn't going to age well over the years. Yes, the hands.
Yeah, the hands.
But not even just the hands, just like the picture in general, like the empty look and in the people of that art's eyes. Like you can always just kind of tell something. Always just seems a little bit off about those.
I don't think that will ever go away, and I think hands will always be a problem. And the reason that is what people don't really understand about AI art is like, okay, the big one I've seen people like, it would be some like YouTube short with like the in the background, like this intense like droning music where it's like it would be like what AI thinks God looks like, or what AI thinks the apocalypse looks like. It's like, no, actually, that's not what AI thinks God / the apocalypse looks like. That's what we think God / the apocalypse looks like. AI can't think for itself. Like they think we can find the like secrets of the universe by saying, AI, show me the future. It doesn't know the future. What AI will show you is what humans have collectively made a bunch of art with the keyword future in it. That's what these algorithms do. They're not actually creating anything. It's like this very blended up splice of a bunch of different arts in these certain styles based off of other people's drawings. And there's an argument for whether or not this is just basically plagiarism. And I think there's definitely some big problems when it comes to AI art. I recently saw this guy posted this really good digital art piece he did, and they were like, dude, that's AI art. He's like, no, it's not AI art. I've spent hours doing this. Here's the whole process. And I'm like, well, you need to change your style because your style looks like AI art, and it does.
That is sort of bad science fiction movie level right there. When people start to doubt whether or not it's AI art or a regular art.
It's Terminator style.
It gets worse. I mean, the other thing, I've used ChatGPT a lot recently. I heard a story of some people I know who were in school, and they used it on an assignment to like write notes for like the book Robinson Crusoe, and they got caught. I don't know how they got caught. I don't really know too many details, but I used it to write me a story of Joe Biden going to a Kanye West concert, and it was pretty good. Like, it was not bad. ChatGPT is very advanced, weirdly so. It can do very odd things.
But like what you said, it only knows what we know.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
It's not necessarily smarter than the collective human, what the collective human society has known.
Arguably, I would say we have never achieved and will never achieve AI. There's no such thing as artificial intelligence. We just have a bunch of programs that we like to call artificial intelligence.
Really.
Yeah, but they're not intelligence. I have a problem with the word the word intelligence, because it's not intelligent. It's not an actual thing. Like a duck is conceptually smarter than the best ChatGPT, because all that ChatGPT can do is be told to do a program. For instance, you could tell the most powerful AI to make toast, and it would make you toast. But that's people talk about AI being very scary. I don't think it's scary as long as we don't tell it to do anything with bad consequences. Then
Which
it becomes
people
scary.
will.
Which people will, of course they will.
But I'm not even sure. I would debate that by saying I'm not even sure we have that power. I mean, you can. I think it was from like some JonTron episode I watched like months ago. But AI has told us that if it was in a body, it would kill us as humans. Like that, you can go online and search that up. Like people have asked, like, I'm not sure if this was ChatGPT or something different, but they've asked AI like, what would you do if you were in a body? And it says like, yeah, I would kill humanity. And now we're looking at putting them in a body. I mean, just
yeah, let's not do that.
think about that for a minute. That is a pretty bad Terminator knockoff, if you ask me. You know.
Yep.
This kind of is the serious minute, really.
I do have a serious minute that I'm about to do, and it's in like the same vein. So yeah, this one is going to be a lot less of a serious minute. We're going to get into it and probably continue with this topic.
Can I say something real quick?
Ahead.
It's sort of like in Full Metal Alchemist. Kind of spoiler for how long Full Metal Alchemist has come out. It's sort of like when Father and Hohenheim were talking. And
you're cutting out, dude.
Father's like,
yeah, your audio is like
you're dying. Your audio's dying.
You're like, their bodies are dying.
But don't spoil.
They're
please.
like, they're trash. And Hohenheim goes, you really think they're trash? They've built the society that you eat upon. Like, the only reason that you exist is because of humans.
Yeah. Whatever that was.
That was all garbled. Sorry, man. Like the audio.
We're leaving that in. We're leaving that in the final draft.
That's funny.
Oh my gosh.
Wait, what happened?
This topic. So this is a lot less serious of a serious minute. So.
You're like.
But yeah, if y'all want to skip, as you know, I will have 1 minute.
You were lagging out.
I didn't hear him lagging out.
I didn't hear you, brother.
Yeah, I think you just need to leave and rejoin, my guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can leave for the serious minute and come back. Do what the episode people do. Okay. Hey, So as you know, I will have 1 minute. So if you don't want to hear this slightly more serious, this a much less serious minute, I will go 3, 2, 1. You skip ahead, and you come back in exactly 1 minute. So you guys ready? 3, 2, 1. So one of the things that I think is brought up with AI is AI girlfriends, which have already started to happen. A man programmed an AI companion, girlfriend, robot, app, creature thing, and it was so good at because it was so well trained at serving him, I suppose, like what he wanted, just in a conversational partner, that he ended up pretty much loving it more than his own girlfriend. So she made him terminate the program. And he claims that he experienced real grief from this. And he even said on Twitter that no one should make fun of him because that's like making fun of someone's loved one who died. So I think that brings up the scariest topic is we live at a time where I think people, men especially, are lonelier than ever. And I think loneliness affects everyone. Will people be willing to just take the easy way out? And what does this mean for the human psyche going forward? I think that's one of the most terrifying implications of artificial intelligence. Okay, well that was the minute.
Was that the minute?
Okay.
Yep.
As always, I love how the serious minute, there's always another minute of us just awkwardly okay, how do we go from our lighthearted how do we go to our lighthearted topic?
Yeah, from that.
Yeah.
It's totally craps on humanity for 1 minute. and then we're all like, "Okay, moving on." I don't really know.
You
where
want to
we're
hear about
going
a
there.
silly dog creature? Yeah, it just
Yes.
kind
Oh
of.
gosh.
Anyway, so like, sports.
You know, I've criticized myself about segues before. Like, that has to take the cake.
It's pretty bad. I'll admit.
Yeah.
I would. Don't worry. I'll probably just. I'll give you a lot of crap for that in the post show.
Oh,
After the
good,
show.
good.
But I feel like I just had to address that for quite a minute, just 1 minute. But yes, it is everyone's favorite segment again, the sports segment. So we did miss last week, and last week was pretty crucial sports week because that was when the NCAA men's and women's basketball championships wrapped up. And I really wanted to cover that. I already had like half my sports section written for the podcast episode that was supposed to be last week. But I'm just going to go over it this week and then add on a bit more current news. So on Sunday, or last Sunday, the Sunday before last Sunday, number 3 LSU defeated number 2 Iowa to take home LSU's first NCAA women's tournament championship. Caitlin Clark, Iowa's star, fouled out in an especially rough game that had quite a few aftershocks, and the Tigers managed to pull away from the Iowa Hawkeyes to win by 17 points. There's also been a lot of controversy that has gone around. I feel like I shouldn't have left that unmentioned, but I'm not going to get into that here. And then that Monday, yes, that was on Monday. That Monday, the men's tournament played out, and UConn, the men's team, took down San Diego State to win the men's NCAA basketball national championship. The March Madness is officially over. The madness is done. Everybody's bracket is busted, and I don't know, maybe some people won some money, and a lot of people lost a lot. But speaking of basketball and playoffs, the NBA, the National Basketball Association, has, I don't know why I needed to say that, but the NBA has set its playoffs. So basically the way it works is you have in a conference, because the whole league is divided in half. And in a conference, you have number 1 and number 2 teams basically get a free pass for a minute, and then all the other teams play, and then there's play-in games. So a bit more of a tangible explanation is that there are, let me see, I think like 6. Yeah, there should be about 6 matches. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. But basically, you guys will see. I'm doing a bad job of explaining this, but the Bucks and the Celtics, the Nuggets and the Grizzlies are in the first seeds, so they won't have to play in the first round. And then for the bulk of the playoff field, the Philadelphia 76ers, the Nets, the Cleveland Cavaliers, the Knicks, the Kings, Warriors, Suns, and Clippers have also made the playoffs. And then the Heat and the Hawks, the Raptors and the Bulls, the Lakes and the Timberwolves, and the Pelicans and the Thunder will be the play-in matchups. So whoever wins those games that I just listed, I'm pretty sure will play either the top seeds or whoever comes out on top in the regular playoff games. But yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to that. I'm rooting for the Boston Celtics and Jason Tatum. I think they have a real shot to win, but any of the top 4, really. And NBA fans who follow this podcast, I'm not even going to mention the Mavericks because that's just probably going to cause too much pain for all y'all out there. But moving on, the UEFA Champions League, I don't even know what UEFA stands for, actually, but moving on. The UEFA Champions League quarterfinals are also set. They were set a few weeks ago, but now they're actually starting to play. Let's see if I can pronounce these right. Benfica and Inter Milan, as well as Manchester City and Bayern Munich, will play on Tuesday, April 11th. So by the time this comes out, the first leg will already have been played. And then Real Madrid and Chelsea and AC Milan versus Napoli is on Wednesday, April 12th. And these will have happened by the release, but the teams that played on Wednesday, Real Madrid, Chelsea, Milan, and Napoli, will play on Tuesday, April 18th, after the show is released. And then the Tuesday teams will play on Wednesday the 19th. So yeah, go Madrid. I know you guys can do it. You may not get the La Liga title this year, but I think you have a pretty good shot at the quarterfinals UEFA Champions League title. And then lastly, in a bit of a down week, this was a bit more of a preparation week for things to come, like the quarterfinals and the NBA playoffs. The Boston Bruins did set the NHL National Hockey League record with 63 regular season wins, with a win over the Philadelphia Flyers. Their star David Pastrnak netted a hat trick en route to the win. They're definitely one of the best teams every year, and this year looks to be no different. They're already safely in the playoffs, which I don't think they've actually wrapped up the regular season yet, but when they do, just don't skip the sports segment and you'll hear all about it. So yeah, that's pretty much all we've got going on here. I know a lot of other stuff has happened, such as the Masters. That was pretty big, but I felt like I could leave that out because I don't really follow it, so I felt like I couldn't really report it well. But yeah, that'll do it for the sports segment.
I heard that Tiger Woods is doing the Golf Masters again.
Well, he actually dropped out of this round. My dad watched the whole thing, so I just kind of watched it with him a little bit, not really. I followed it passively, and yes, I think he dropped out due to a back pain or whatever. And some guy named John Rahm won it. Again, I could have, it's pretty big, so I guess I should have covered it, but I don't really think too many of our audience are golf fans. If you are, good on you, though.
The only real time that I follow golf is when my barber is talking about it to me.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, so I think is that it for the sports segment?
That is.
All right, so the next thing we're going to mention, is you know how the spooky segment works. It's my week to host, which means it is going to be a cryptid this week. And the cryptid we're going to do for this week is one of the most popular cryptids of all time, and that is El Chupacabra. So it is a cryptid from all over South America, and its name in Spanish means goat sucker. And the reason it's called that, everyone hold on,
sorry.
Pause. It is because it's known to suck the blood of farm animals. So people report seeing this little gangly chihuahua-looking monster sucking the blood from their horses and cattle and livestock in general. And some have said it has bat wings. There's no real report, general consensus on what it's supposed to look like. What color its skin is, whether it has red or whatever color eyes, bat wings. But it's definitely seen usually as vampiric in nature. And it always sucks blood. I've seen people talk about maybe it's an alien, could be a rabid dog is the most likely explanation. People are just seeing rabid dogs, and it's become a legend, a folklore. But yeah, very neat cryptid.
Yeah, I don't really know too much about them, but yeah, this one definitely seems pretty cool.
They're pretty cool.
The El Chupacabra is pretty cool.
Yeah.
You just say the El Chupacabra.
Yeah, El means that in Spanish, bro. That's a big oopsie.
So the next thing I want to talk about is throughout history, in this country, and it started with the Greek tradition. If you are going to be executed, this is another dark one. You get one last meal. The reason we do this is because it's always been done because of the ancient Greek tradition, where if you didn't give someone a last meal, they'll come back as a ghost and haunt you forever. They didn't want people to haunt their senate in ancient Greek and Roman times, so they would always give their executed prisoners one last meal. Now, I believe we have all prepared what our last meal would be if we were going to be executed, and who would like to go first?
I think you can. I think this was your topic, so
Okay.
go for it.
So what I would want, right, is first thing a rack of ribs, right? Two reasons for this. Number one, I like ribs. Number two, it's probably one of the more meticulous types of thing to eat. So stall tactic, right? I get more time before my head falls off because, I get to pick the bones clean. It's you can take forever. You get more time on this beautiful earth.
What if they cut you off? What if
Well,
they say
really
that's enough?
stink. That's
You know?
enough. Then I guess I'd like eat some of them, then eat the other parts, and then be like, all right, if they're not cutting me off, I'll just keep chomping. I'd be very tactical about this. And then the other thing I'd want is an Olive Garden salad. This is very important.
Those hit different, bro.
They hit different. They're probably one of the best food items in the world. So you got ribs, Olive Garden salad, pink lemonade is the bev. I just prefer it to regular lemonade, despite yellow being my favorite color, you'd think. But no, I think pink lemonade hits better than the regular yellow stuff. And I would like, lastly, a slice of key lime pie. A lot of citrus, but key lime pies are pretty bussin'. And I think that'd be a good last meal.
That sounds pretty good, dude.
That's
I've
fair.
never tried key lime pie before, actually. I have not tried key lime pie before.
And they'd have to have it flown in, not the weird artificial stuff with real key limes, because a lime and a key lime are very different. A key lime is sweeter, less sour.
Yeah, that's fair.
That do be fair.
John, do you want to go, or can I go?
Go ahead and go.
Whopper, 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 Junior, Double, No, I'm kidding.
Don't make me
my
meet
last meal would be a Whopper. If they played the song the whole time on repeat, then maybe. But no, I'm kidding. Please don't do that. That would be torture. I think I'm a bit more of a simple man. I got some pretty simple tastes. I would order a large bowl of just and meatballs because that is my absolute favorite meal in the world from a nice, that fancy Italian restaurant down the street in everybody's town that you can only go to on birthday dinners and whatever because it's too expensive. A spaghetti and meatballs from that place. Every town has one. And so I'd probably just get some spaghetti and meatballs, maybe some grapes on the side because grapes just so good. Maybe grape juice, although that would be a bit too much grape. I think I'll stick with the grapes and then maybe just like some very simple iced water. That'll do. And then the cake, for the dessert, give it away there. Probably a slice of 7-layer cake because I can go crazy on this. It's my last meal, and I've been pretty simple with it so far. But just a big old slice of 7-layer cake. Just lay it on me. It's not like it's gonna hurt tomorrow's workout. You know what I'm saying?
Right. What are the layers like? Like, was it chocolate?
Yes, just chocolate.
Nice.
Yeah, but just chocolate. I'm not very complicated. That's why
7 layers of chocolate.
Just 7 layers of chocolate.
Yes, that's why I knew this would be. It called me disgusting, but that's why I knew this would be a pretty easy segment for me to prepare for. I was just like, I'm just gonna order a big old fat bowl of spaghetti and meatballs and a lot of cake and grapes. That sounds pretty good, man. That would sound pretty good.
Sounds bussin'.
That sounds
as the kids would say. Your turn, John.
John, what about you?
So, as Grant talked about that whole that side Italian restaurant that has the really good meatballs. Get me the chicken parmesan from that place and I'll be pretty happy. With maybe good root beer.
Chicken parm, you taste so good.
One of my favorite dishes, like Italian cuisine, is the chicken parmesan. It's one of my favorite dishes. I went to a place and it had one of the best chicken parms I have ever had. Nothing has ever come close. So, hopefully I want to get that again, and then maybe a really good root beer with that.
I can respect that. That's fair. Andrew, what do you think?
That sounds pretty good, honestly.
Yeah.
All of our last meals are pretty good. We've all got good tastes, I must say.
Yeah.
I mean, that's great. You
There's
know,
always gonna be that one kid in the comment section who's like, "I'm gonna order a healthy meal." Yeah, shut up.
prune
You would
juice.
not. You would
Tom
not.
Brady in the comment section, like, I would like my cheat meal of quinoa and cilantro. I hate that guy.
Yeah, definitely the
The fact that he had the nerve to call that a cheat meal is absolutely crazy to me.
like, yeah, right. Like most out of
like
shape
quinoa
football player,
salad.
bro.
Yeah. But yeah.
That's pretty good. Not the quinoa, but just all of our meals.
Yeah.
Agreed.
It was really interesting hearing yours.
Who's?
Mine?
Both of y'all's.
Oh yeah, definitely interesting. Y'all are similar in like Italian.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, I mean,
love
Italian cuisine is just,
It's very
I'm
awesome.
just hoping
good.
at some point I get to try sushi, so that's something that I want to try.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Have you never had sushi?
I have not had sushi before.
Wow. Yeah. It's pretty easy to try. It's like everywhere. So
Yeah.
I definitely recommend it. It's very good. I mean, I would
Yeah.
start easy. I'd dip your toe in with like an avocado roll. That way you don't have to like eat raw fish initially. You know, it's probably a lot to jar yourself with. And then I would try, it's called nigiri, where it's like just the ball of rice and then the salmon on top of it. And then after that, go crazy.
Noted.
Yeah.
I think that's the
Sounds
best order to
interesting.
try it in. I would always only really eat an avocado roll because I was too scared to eat anything else. Anyway, guys, I think it's time for us to move on to our next segment, which John, I believe it's mostly you.
Hello.
Oh, yes. So, since we basically planned this episode a week in the past, So,
Oh.
as per Late Night Ramblings usual, the last segment is always an anime segment.
Not official though. Like we're
Not official,
probably not
though.
gonna make that official.
We
It
don't
just
have
kinda
any
has to be that
themes.
way. Right.
This is a theme with no theme.
Right. Unofficial.
And, so, recently,
Unofficial, yes.
so the day that we're recording this, the 10th, yesterday, the 9th, the brand new episode of Demon Slayer Season 3 came out. It's so good. I watched it just about when it came out. Attack on Titan, the first part of its hour-long special, so the first one released earlier this year, and the second one, which is going to end the series, so it'll end the anime,
I feel like they've been saying that forever. Am I the only one?
is
It's the
confirmed
final
by
season, guys.
is confirmed by Isayama, the creator of Attack on Titan, that this is going to be the end.
Dang.
And he might not do another series after this.
Dang.
So no
It will
one
probably
knows
never be
if
as
he
masterful.
is going to return to Attack on Titan. But it is appearing this September, if I remember correctly. Jujutsu Kaisen is in July, I think. And then I think Chainsaw Man is getting another season soon. And then
Okay,
we have
nice.
I doubt the intro will go as hard as Kickback though.
Kickback is one of my
highly doubt
favorite
that.
openings.
That's a ooh.
It is
This shit's different.
Chainsaw Man was a good anime. I had to skip a lot, but it was a good anime.
Why did you skip a lot?
I'll tell you later.
Okay.
So, again, those are like Demon Slayer and the first part of the Attack on Titan special have already passed. And I'm really, really looking forward to the Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2. They did the movie in like 2022. So it's only been like a year since we've gotten Jujutsu Kaisen stuff. The manga is still coming out and is still very relevant. And My Hero Academia already has its 6th season out. Bungo Stray Dogs was confirmed for a 5th season a couple months ago. So they finished season 4 and almost immediately was greenlighted for a 5th season, which is coming out this November. And I
Wow, that's a lot.
don't remember if I'm forgetting anything else.
Well, that even if you are, that's
It's
definitely
a lot of news, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good to just keep current on this. I've kind of not really watched. I haven't really watched anything since I finished a race like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, nice.
JoJo's
Okay.
always there for you to watch.
Oh god.
At least
I don't know.
At least it's
You don't
split
know
up
anything.
into parts, you know?
I'll just watch the I'll probably just watch the opening and then just be like, okay, I'm good. Good to click off, you know.
Missing so much content.
JoJo does. The openings go pretty hard.
Oh, that soundtrack is that and Attack on Titan are just
Okay,
on another level.
The coolest thing about
But we've already
the
discussed
openings
this.
is that they change the openings throughout the series. So they usually have a villain opening to where the villain takes over the opening and attacks the main character.
That's some like Disney type Scooby Doo,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
that's some like Club Penguin Herbert takeover episode.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
Cool.
Yeah, that definitely seems pretty cool.
Definitely seems very cool. Yeah.
That's about it,
Well,
really.
I think that's about it. This episode's been very different. I am not at my normal abode right now, so things have
We're
been
out
a
of
little
practice.
off. We're out of practice. It's been an episode since then, but please go check out the episode we did most recently of Game Night. We're very proud of it, and it was really good. And you should check it out. I worked very hard on it. We all did, but the editing was
Me
a lot.
especially.
Me especially. And yeah, I do hope you enjoyed that. I hope you enjoyed what you saw here. Please, if you're watching on YouTube, feel free to leave us a like or subscribe if you want to see more. Notifications to be notified when you want to see more. And yeah. Anything else, guys?
No, I think this is fun doing this as always. And yeah, we look forward to
Really
doing
was.
it next week, most probably.
This really was a
A+
good
forever.
episode.
Yeah. Well, I suppose we will see all of you in the next one. Goodbye.
All right, sounds good. See you later.
Goodbye.
Adios.